today. Oh my goodness. What's up, you guys? Come on in, take a seat. I know that this tea is I know y'all done heard the tea. They've been talking about it all day, but we gonna have to talk about it over here down to the tribe. Now y'all know that the tribe gonna have to handle it. We're gonna have to talk about it. So we about to get into these things. Listen, I'm gonna say hi to the people. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna share this out. I'm gonna say hi to the people, and we're gonna jump on in because we got a lot to cover, baby. I wasn't ready. Now, first of all, let me say this. Candy Burris. You know you were wrong for letting your homegirl go out here and not maximize her situation with this video. Now, listen, I'm glad for my sake and for the sake of all of my YouTube friends, I'm glad that Candy did not give her no advice. But if you was really loving your homegirl like you say you love your homegirl, you would have had your homegirl set this thing up a whole different way. First of all, you'd have had her advertised. Put the thumbnail up there. Give us at least a 12-hour notice that you're going to drop these receipts, okay? And then you go live and you do it. You do the thing live like Candy does her speak on it. You premiere it as a live. You don't just upload the video and just drop it there and hope we find it. Candy, you supposed to help your homegirl out. She'd have 5, 6, 10,000 people in that chat this morning. Baby, but that's okay. We here. She did it. It is what it is. Let's get into these things. Okay, let's get into it. Let me say hi to the people. And we about to roll. All right. Yeah, Candy was supposed to help her homegirl out. She ain't her YouTube channel she ain't used to it popping like this. Hey, Lemon Kush, what's up, Sylvia? Hey, girl. Hey, what's up, Fran J. Tan? Hey, you going cross country cruiser? Hey, Nay. Tracy Wilson, what's up, boo? You saw that video, and baby. Hey, Jonathan, you on time today? Yes, you are. Hey, boo. Sharon, hey, Demille. The Ursha is here. Listen, Kenneth is my head Ursha, and he is here. Okay, he said Tamika is messing up the church's money with these receipts, honey. Ciao. Hey, Jarrell, what's up, boo? Hey, little baby Yogi. Hey, Beverly, what's going on? Kings Mina, hey, boo, where you been? Kings Mina's one of my old schools. She been here. Kings Mina was rocking with us from the beginning, honey. Hey, Khadijah, what's up, Yogi? Let me make sure I got everybody. Hey, Yana, Marilyn. Hey, Quake, what's going on? Xavier, hey, Woo. Diane, I'm here really being chat. It's about to be messy. All right. Off rip, I'm calling BS on that sex tape story. I believe everything else. We're going to get there. Just shows you what kind of a friend can. Jonathan love to hate on Candy. Dang. Hey, Natal, how you doing? You saw me on Law Intellect? Oh, hey, well, I'm glad you came over. I hope you enjoy yourself. And you come back. The video dropped within 5 minutes. I was watching and said, child, I think probably about 5 or 6 of y'all sent me that video today. I was so mad. I was at work. I said, oh, I talked to Scotty. And Scotty was like, I'm setting up my live right now. I said, I said, because I'm at work and I can't do nothing until I get home. But it's okay. We here now. Let me finish saying hi to the people and we're going to get into it. Them ladies getting your nerves. Hey, Black Empress. I like that name. You new here. Hey, girl. Hey, Really Be a Tribe. Candy sent the link out to her text group this morning. Did she? Okay. But she was still supposed to tell that girl how to do it, though. Hey, Life of Bree. I found out from Candy Text Family. Okay. So Candy did help her homie out. Okay. All right. Because I was like, Candy, you know how to do this, girl. Hey, T. Jones. You ready? You ready for your ice cream, baby? We about to get into it. What's up, Retro? I'm glad to see you. Child, they've been having that bad weather down there and down to the Atlanta, honey. Well, Georgia, I should say. Hey, Corey, what's up? Hey, Ann, Yana, I got my back in the bathroom and I'm running my bath water. It's about to be a good bath and left-handed cigarettes. And I know that's right, but the left-handed cigarette, okay. What's up? No, child, we ain't even got started yet, Remain Teachable. We just getting started. Hey, Ann Combs, what's up? All right, shout out to the 87 people in the room. If you could please hit that like button, it would be much appreciated. And we're going to get this party started. All right, so look. For those who do not know, this morning, child, it went down. Tamika dropped her receipts. Now, I told y'all, I think Sunday, or maybe yesterday. Child, I can't even remember now. I think Sunday. Or maybe yesterday. Child, I can't keep up. But I said, my last word on it was, at this point, Tamika just got to drop the receipts. Because it's her word against her sisters. And she just going to have to drop the receipts. Well, I guess she heard what I said. I ain't saying she heard me, child. But I guess she heard because, baby, this morning, Tamika then came down. And first of all, the name of her video is Some of the Receipts. So that tells you that there's so much more. There's so much more. Which I absolutely believe. I mean, we're talking about 20 years of a situation. Retro, did I make you a mod? Hold on, let me check to see. Retro, did I make you a mod? Ooh, I'm gonna do that. Retro. If I didn't already make you a mod, I meant to. Hold on, let me make you a mod. And for those who do not know who Retro CG is, Retro is from the TSF Entertainment Channel, where we do our power and true crime and all that good stuff over there. So, y'all make sure that y'all check us out over there. Also, I'm asking you guys to subscribe to my friend's channel, My Mental Matters. The link is at the top. Okay? All right. Retro, say something so I can mod you up. Just say something in the chat because I can't see your last comment. Just say something in the chat so I can give you a mod stick if I didn't already, because I meant to if I didn't already. I'm sorry, Miss Kiki. Miss Kiki said I always miss her. Charge it to my head and not my heart. Hey, Hammer G. Sometimes everything doesn't come through on the StreamYard, so my apologies. Oh yeah, the group is over. That's a wrap. Candy said it on her Speak on It Sunday. Candy said she said I have no interest in ever singing with her again. I think that's a deal breaker for Candy. Okay. All right. I just made you a mod. Okay. So you're a mod over here because I meant to do that. Okay. So let's get into it. So first of all, you guys, Tasha dropped this morning. I mean, Tamika, Lord, not Tasha, child. Tamika dropped this morning. I tried to upload some of the receipts. So this was her caption this morning. And the caption reads, Real Tamika Scott, YouTube, the real Tamika Scott. God knows I didn't want to do this. Sis, you're sitting on all your interviews saying I'm looking for a storyline and attention. Knowing y'all stole my money and your husband to call Sprint acting like he was my ex-husband with my social security number. Now, first of all, let's start from here. Let's see, it's so much. We got to pause right here. Now, first of all, you got to be old school to remember Sprint. You already got to be old school to even remember Sprint. Who remembers Sprint? Put a one in the chat. I had a Sprint flip phone at one time in my life. As soon as that contract was over, baby, I got up out of there because Sprint was playing no games, okay? That was back in the days where sometimes the bill might have been a little late, and Sprint would cut you off if you owed them a penny, okay? If your bill was late and you had like a 10-cent balance, baby, Sprint wasn't playing with you, and that was back in the days where I needed somebody to show me a little grace, okay? So I had to get up out of my Sprint contract. The other thing is, I know this to be true. Before people start saying in the chat, you can't just call up and get somebody passcode. You absolutely could then. You can't do it now, but back then you could. If you had the right information, you absolutely could call the phone company, the cell phone company, and you could get access to people's passcode. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying I have done it. I'm just saying it has been done, and I know on the intimate level that it can happen if you have the right information. You can absolutely get the code and you could get into somebody's voicemail. Remember, this was back in the day. We wasn't doing all the texting and stuff we doing now. And basically, people's voicemail was their thing. I'm just telling you what I know, not what I heard. Now, y'all ain't got to believe me, but I'm telling you what I know and not what I heard. So she said that Rocky posed as her ex-husband because he had her social security number. Now, remember, Candy done told us already that Rocky, because he was their management at one time, he had access to all their information. And Tamika, we know Rocky was her manager at one time. She didn't already told us that. So Rocky had her social security number. He called up to Sprint, allegedly. got the passcode to Tamika's phone so he could get into her phone and get access to some things that he wasn't supposed to have access to. Now, like I said, I done told you, I'm telling you what I know and not what I heard, that you could do that back in the day. Now, y'all ain't got to believe me. I'm just telling you what I know. Getting access to my text messages, pictures, and videos and trying to extort me. Oh, yeah. All of this is documented. Now, I feel like she's saying this happened. What I couldn't understand is whether she was saying that he got that information back then and he's using that information now to try to extort her, or if he has been using that information all of these years to extort her. That part wasn't clear to me. But it don't matter whether it was then or now, okay? Oh yeah, all of this is documented. Y'all are evil. The other day, you said on Fox Soul and Cocktails with Queens that you were going to give me my $30K. You stole. You need to keep your word. Run me my check. I'm tired. Now, Tasha, you did say you was going to get that girl her money. You did say that, Dan. We talked about that yesterday. You said down to the Fox Soul that you just wanted your sister back, and if that was going to help you get your sister back, you would give her the money. Now, I don't know if it's going to help you get your sister back, but I feel like you need to just go on and run that girl her money. Now, I'm just telling you what I heard, and now telling you what I heard. Now, run that girl her money, Tasha. It's 131 people in the chat. If y'all could hit that like button, I appreciate y'all so much. It's a free way to support the channel. I appreciate that. All right, let me look at the chat for a second, and then we're going to get to this video. Rocky, a whole fraud. I need the DA to go ahead and press charges and lock not lock him and Bullwinkle up. I feel like the show opened the door and it's all sad. I agree, Veronica. As much as I'm not gonna lie, as much as I have been capitalizing and we've been talking about it over here, it is sad to see. Quake Simmons said, oh, you definitely can. That's how I got my ex-husband's dirt. Because everybody is an expert. And everybody gonna be like, you can't do. Yes, I just wanted to let y'all know before y'all started talking. Yes, you can. And listen, I'm not generally one to say I told y'all so or to pat myself on the back. But a couple of things Tamika said in her video, I told y'all. But I'm gonna wait till we get there. Yana said you sure could, because I used to do it to her baby daddy. Okay. Sprint just got bought up by T-Mobile. Really? I didn't even know Sprint was still around. I ain't heard of Sprint in so long. Yes, you could. My sister. Oh, your sister did it. Sprint will cut you off. Talking about towers always that child. Listen, I had to get out. I had to Sprint for 1 year. Whatever that 1 year contract was. As soon as that contract was over, because I had AT&T, and I left. Remember when AT&T became what was it? Shit. It was like the orange. The little thing was orange. I forgot what it was called. Somebody in here gonna know. But AT&T had turned into something else for it. It wasn't long, and they had pissed me off. I ain't like them, so I left and went to Sprint. But as soon as that contract was over, I said I'm going back to AT&T. I don't care what they got going on over there. It's better than what I've been dealing with Sprint. But by that time, AT&T had gone back. They weren't that other company for long. I can't remember the name of it now. Somebody in the chat gonna know what I'm talking about. Oh, thank you for. Hold on, I got a cash app, y'all. I knew this was coming. Thank you, Jaylyn. She said I knew this was coming because my guy did the receipts come through. Baby, she done brought them through. We about to get into the video right now. I think it's God's way of freeing Tamika from her turmoil she's carried around for decades. I agree. I bust through my ex voicemail. You know what? Look at all these circular. Yep, that was it. Singular. Yep, that's who it was. Oh, I did not like singular. I left them. And then I went back. What's up, peace? And then I went back, child. I've been there ever since, child. But yep, it was singular. I couldn't stand singular. Baby, you sure can. I did it to the ex. Listen, it's a whole lot of y'all in here that is breaking in people's phones. Miss Kiki said I had a Sprint calling card too. Oh, not a Sprint calling card. Earl, thank you for the cash app, honey. She said I had a Sprint calling card, child. All right, now let's get into this video. I have a few more receipts that as we go through, I'm going to show y'all the receipts, but let's get into this video. Now, I'm going to actually play the video because I done seen people playing this video all day. So I'm gonna take a chance and play this video, but I want to say this is for fair use. This is for fair use. This is for the purposes of teaching and entertainment. Okay, I don't have all the right wording for the fair use, but it is fair use. Okay, I am claiming fair use on this video. We're gonna, and whenever we do fair use, y'all know I gotta stop and keep going. I gotta stop and keep going. So we're gonna go through this. Okay, so I don't want nobody complaining, talking about why she keeps stopping, because I have to. If not, YouTube gonna ding me. You know what I'm saying? Candy coming through with the back door. Yes, honey. Candy laid the foundation, because Candy said a lot of this stuff that we ended up like about management having their information, having their social security number and their documents and stuff. Candy said that first. Nextel Church. Oh, I used to hate them Nextel Church. Let me tell you why I hated them Nextel Church, because I don't know why the hell y'all thought that anybody else wanted to hear y'all conversation. Nobody wanted to hear y'all conversation but y'all. I hated them Nextel Church. Oh, I hated them things. People be everywhere on their daggone phone. I didn't like it. All right, y'all. Okay, here we go. All right. Remember Boost Mobile? Yes, I never had a Boost Mobile. I never had the Nextel, but baby, see, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all, you see how it's buffering? Like,
hello, how y'all doing today?
All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me take this thing on. This thing is buffering, y'all. It's getting on my nerves already.
Today, I am here and I want to talk to you about something very important. This is something that I am going to discuss only one time. So after today, please don't ask me any questions. Please, reporters, please don't DM me. Please, please, please. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to do this. I really, really, truly in my heart do not want to do this. I have a choice. My sister is online saying that I'm lying. She did a video saying, oh, you know how she lied, because I said the things that I said about Candy to protect her. She was calling me crying in the phone, talking about a book Jermaine wrote, crying, saying Candy said she broke up the group. So I went to defend my sister, and I said a whole bunch of things.
Okay, so for those of you who do not know, we're going to have to rewind a little bit. You guys remember the infamous radio phone call that Tamika did years ago. I mean, we're talking about 10, 15 years ago at this point, where Jermaine Dupri wrote his book on So Death, right? The book wasn't even about Xscape. The book was it was like his book. I don't know if it was his biography or whatever, autobiography or whatever, but he spoke on Xscape. Now, in the book, he quotes Candy, or he speaks on Candy saying that Latasha was the one who broke the group up. Now, remember, this was years ago when the narrative was out there that Candy was the one that broke the group up. So Candy spoke out. This is one of the first times that Candy had spoken out to defend herself. Latasha was upset at what was in Jermaine's book about the fact that she allegedly was the one that broke up the group. Tamika called in on the radio station, and that is where she made that infamous call where she said that that Candy slept with Jermaine and his daddy. Okay, that was that infamous call. Okay, so that's what she's talking about.
About Candy, and I apologized. All right. So now she wants to hold that over my head and say that I'm lying about the money that was stolen from me, my royalties that were stolen from me. And she wanted an apology.
So now, I guess I'll just wait on my apology.
Let me tell you something. She's not going to give an apology. And after I finish revealing what I'm about to reveal, I don't want an apology from her because I'm not vain like that. I'm not vain. I don't need an apology. I just need you to go somewhere and repent and ask God to forgive you. Your husband out here being trifling, lying on me and my other group members, sending threat text messages from anonymous number, but then turn on video and say the same thing that's in the threat text. Girl,
Okay, so let's stop right there. Rocky, sir, Rocky, you need to be quiet, Rocky. You listen. You telling on yourself, Rocky. So basically, Tamika has been getting these text messages from these anonymous numbers. So first of all, whoever is sending the message, somebody would need her number. Listen, hold on. First of all, Busy Blue, hey boo. Busy Blue is in the chat. Now listen, let me tell y'all about Busy Blue. I watched this video today. This fool had me cracking up. One of my moms, make sure y'all drop his link in the chat and y'all go watch Busy Blue's video from this morning. This fool had me, he had me cracking up. I was dying laughing when he was talking about Tamika's receipts. Child, he was a fool over there. I just need y'all to go watch it. I don't want to steal none of his jokes. Y'all go catch it, but I was in tears. I was cracking up. Busy, you silly. You are so stupid. But y'all make sure y'all drop that link for me, please. Yes, Busy called that daggone phone number. Busy called the number, and nobody answered. He gonna leave a voicemail talking about your test results are in. I'm done with Busy. Y'all go make sure y'all check Busy out. Thank you, El Teddy. Thank you, my love. Look, so anyway, but y'all check out Busy. Busy is a fool. Busy is a fool. I was watching him earlier. All right, y'all. So first of all, that means that somebody will have your phone number to be able to prank text you, right? That's number one. And number two, if you're gonna try to set somebody up, you might want to switch up your verbiage. So basically, when we get to that part, when we get to the text message, I'm going to read it to y'all and I'm going to let y'all see what she's talking about. But, sir, Rocky, you might want to switch up your verbiage, sir. That's all I'm saying.
You and your husband got to be the most simplest criminals in the world.
Dumb. They the dumbest criminals in the world. They dumb. So this is the text message that she's talking about, right? Hold on. This is the text message that she's talking about. Let's read it together. Let's read the text message together. Lord, I can't read that. Let me pull up my phone, child. I can't read my own. It's too small. Y'all know I'm blind over here, child. So the text message says, hold on. This is from that anonymous number. Let me just go to my pictures because that's what it's in my phone, child. Okay, here it is. Tamika, I have a question, not I have questions, but I have a question for you. Which allegation is worse to the media? You. First of all, whoever wrote this didn't finish high school. So that's why my vote is Rocky. Because I don't know Rocky did say he went to college. But you cut class. El Teddy is the grammar police, and El Teddy, I already know you irritated already. It says Tamika, no comma, just Tamika. I have a question for you. Which allegation is worse to the media? You, question mark. Sir, you didn't need to put a question mark there. Accusing your sister of stealing $30K, or you texting and sending naked pictures to your sister husband. Again, not apostrophe as just your sister husband. That is exactly what Rocky said on Tasha K. Is that not literally what he said on Tasha K? That his sister-in-law was sending him naked pictures? Okay. We just got our hands on pictures and messages, so we gone. Do you a favor and let you apologize to your sister and your mom like you did Candy, who set you up on the first place. I think you meant to say in the first place. Now, I don't know how Candy set Tamika up, but okay. But again, that's exactly what Tasha just said on her little video that she dropped on her channel last week, where she said, I'll be waiting for my apology, and you can apologize to me just like you apologize to Candy, right? Again, it's word for word, y'all. Also, we have a video of you having sex with someone in 2016, and you can thank the person that, not that or that is, but that suing you for that. If you don't, we'll send all info to the media and your Kevin Costner husband. So Tamika has been married since I think 2006. So what they're alleging is that this sex tape was during a time period where she was married. And so that's why they're threatening to send the video to her husband as well as to the media. If you think it's a joke, don't apologize. You'll be defending yourself to your children, your husband, and the world. But you're not going to have to face shame by yourself. There's a video of, and I'm not going to read the rest of that. There's a video of Todd. You can't even spell Todd right. Sir, it's 2 D's. It's 2 D's. Todd, Todd. Like if you want to accuse the man of something, can you at least spell his name right? Let me come to the comments, y'all. Let me look at the comments before I get back to the video, because I know y'all saying stuff over here, and I can't. When I'm watching the video, when I'm playing the video, I can't see the comments. Okay. Rocky isn't the. What's up, Mims? 2004. Thank you, Mims. And y'all go catch Mims' video where he breaks down the fact that they were threatening her about the marriage. Y'all catch Mims' video. Thank you, boo. Rocky isn't the brightest bulb in the box. He needs to be on an episode of World's Dumbest Criminals, not just the verbiage Ninja uses on account. Oh my God. Let me. Child. Tasha wrote that because all she does is sing. Remember, ooh, if her records don't stream, I bet it would be Candy's fault. All of this is going to be Candy's fault. I don't know how, but somehow this is going to all be Candy's fault. Somehow all this is going to be Candy's fault. Tasha took the money years ago. They reunited like 5 years ago. So why come out with these allegations now? 5 years ago, Tasha and Rocky were thieves and liars then. Well, that's a point of view. She blames everything on Candy. Did you see the comment Attorney Simone left on the shade room? Do you have legal representation, sis? Ooh. I would love to see Simone. Child. Yes, Tamika can change it. Yeah, you can get your social security, especially if you've been a victim of fraud. You can get your social security number changed. Oh, I'm glad you made it, girl. I'm glad you made it. They pissed at Candy, but insult Todd. Child. That's right. Put some respect on Todd's name. Okay. So let's get back to the video. Let's look at the video, a little bit more of this video. Now, she's about to get into the allegations and the sex tape and stuff now, child.
How are you going to send me a threat text? Let me explain the text. I will put it up here so you guys can see it. And, I might even share the video where she's saying things that's in the text. So I got a threat text about me, Tiny, and Candy, right? First of all, her husband says that I sent him naked pictures. And he says something about Tiny, and he says something about Candy that I'm not going to say, which are all lies.
You see what the big news is, right?
About you selling the $30,000?
No, now the news is Tamika, my sister-in-law, was sending me naked pictures. Todd sucking a tranny's dick, and Tiny in trouble. That's about to be the biggest news today. So, people, that girl you got coming over there with security for what? Like, damn, Tasha.
Let me ask you this, bro.
Y'all, let me say this. The fastest way to try to get people to stop talking about you is to spin the narrative. Teddy and myself were just talking about this over on the Teacher Project 2.0. We were talking about what happened in Nashville earlier this week. And we're saying now they're trying to spin the narrative away from gun control and into LGBTQ issues, right? Because they're trying to get people off that conversation. So Rocky is trying to get us off the conversation about the $30,000 and off the conversation about what Tasha K was dropping, allegedly. And so now you putting all this other stuff out here, child. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I can take this down now. Hold on. All right.
He's evil. A lot of stuff has happened over the years where I have protected my sister and her husband because I wanted a family. I didn't want to be an outcast. I wanted to love me anymore. So I took a lot of things, not just off of them, but also off my mom. So I did not want to be out here without love. So of course I let things ride. Have that thrown back in my face, my loyalty to my family. And for you to say that I'm a liar when y'all are around here trying to extort me and you're sitting here threatening me, saying that I need to apologize and say I made a mistake. No, I didn't make no mistake. Miss Diane already explained to everybody.
Now listen. She said, I ain't make no mistake. I did not make a mistake. There's no mistake here. Okay. I said what I said. I meant what I said. It is what it is. There's no mistake here to be made. Okay. Now we about to get into what Miss Diane had to say about
that
it.
she signed all of us up for sound exchange.
Well, I signed Xscape, every one of them, up for sound exchange. And I sent all the paperwork. And Tamika, I did Latasha, everybody. And Tamika told me when she filled out paperwork, she was living in New York then. And I still have the paperwork. And I filled it out and I put it.
Mama Diane said, I still got that paperwork. So what you're not going to do is lie on me. Don't put, she said, what you're not going to do is lie on me because I got the paperwork. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Her address was all in New York and everything. Tamika, my Tamika had gotten her checks, and it was a pretty big check then. I'm thinking it was like close to $20,000 the first time. They got a lot of checks though. And Tamika said, I didn't get my checks. And I said, well, you should have. I said, because Tamika's gotten several checks already. And so we called up to Sound Exchange. Me and Tamika was on the line. And we talked to this.
Y'all, now this is where Busy Blue cracked me up on his video. Busy Blue said that Mama Diane went straight Karen on them and was like, I need to speak to the manager. We gonna call the manager. But yeah, so I think one thing some of us might have been under the misunderstanding, it wasn't just one check for $30,000. It was multiple checks. So it wasn't just one check showed up. These were multiple checks. So it wasn't like this was a one-time deal. So Miss Diane then signed them up. She used Tamika's address. And when Tamika said she wasn't getting her money, Miss Diane said, we're going to call management. We're going to call the manager. And she said, and I still got my paperwork. So what you're not going to do is come in and lie on me. I got my paperwork.
This guy's name was Joe O'Grady. I think he's passed away, but
Child, she don't remember the man's name. She remembers the man's name, okay?
back then, he was the person we talked to. And he talked to Tamika, and she asked him her checks, and he told her that her checks were going to Hampton, Georgia. And so after that, she said, well, I live in New York. How did this happen? And he sent her copies of the checks.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean,
yeah,
so he said something about your sister and Rocky, Edward Bivens, because I.
Right. Mama said, I didn't even know his name was Edward. I knew him as Rocky. The man on the phone said Edward Bivens. I didn't even know the man's name was Edward. Okay, his name Rocky.
I really didn't know Rocky's name.
Right. He said Edward Bivens, cash your checks. But how was I supposed to get my money back?
Only way you could get your money back is you had to prosecute them. And
I told y'all that at the beginning of this. At the beginning of this, I told y'all that when she did the investigation, I told y'all that they told her the only way we can get you your money back is if you prosecute, if you press charges. And I understand that a lot of y'all are like, I don't care, my sister or no sister, I would have just pressed charges. And that's fine. Everybody is up to what they do, and that's fine. I respect your decision. But in that moment, in her place, she was like, she wasn't willing to do that. So in order for her to have gone any further, she would have had to press charges against her sister. All right, let's keep going.
you said, I don't want to do that.
Once we did do the investigation, well, they did. They sent information. Someone sent in, which was my sister, and I will be showing that in a second. She changed the contract and put her name on the contract saying that she was my manager. And you're going to see that in a second. And then they put they sent my passport. It was a lot of stuff.
I know he said, that they had proof. They thought it was you and everything. And the only reason that you couldn't get your money back is you would have to prosecute them.
No one has a reason to lie. And you're going to see with the receipts. And if it wasn't for Miss Diane, none of us, me, Candy, my sister, Tiny, nobody would have gotten these checks from Sound. If it wasn't for you finding out about that royalty.
My husband with the TAMs, I signed them up.
I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all that? I said, Mama Diane found out about this organization because of her husband, because of his group. Didn't I tell y'all that? And that's how she found out about it. She signed up her husband's group, or her he passed away now. Tiny's dad was in a singing group. I think a blues group or jazz group or whatever. But remember I told you that? I said that's probably how she even found out about it. Now I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I'm going to show y'all the receipts, but I redacted some stuff, even though I know it's all over the internet, child. I know that Tamika put it on her video, so I know it's all over the internet, but I'm just gonna go past it a little bit. I don't want to put it up there.
And that's how I found out about it. And our business managers in New York told me about it. So that's kind of how I knew about Sound Exchange.
Thank you for doing that, because we're still getting checks today.
That's good. Get them checks.
Yes, love you. Thank you.
I love Tasha. I love her. I mean, and I would never lie on none of y'all. I love y'all.
I know.
Y'all my babies.
Somehow, my information was changed.
Miss Diane said, I'm telling the truth. I ain't lying on nobody now. I still love y'all, but I ain't lying on none of y'all. Okay.
And sent to Sound Exchange. Now, when my sister was asked about Sound Exchange, she acted like she didn't know what I was talking about. I can't do too much, but I will clear my name. I will show you it wasn't just one. So I was very nice.
So I'm gonna show y'all the contract in a second, but this is the back of the check that Tamika is saying this is where the check was endorsed with her signature. Well, she's saying that's not her signature, but right there where it says Tamika Scott, and then you see underneath that Edward Bivens. That is Edward Bivens, allegedly. That's allegedly his signature. Tamika said this is a copy of the back of the check where it was endorsed. She's saying that is not her signature. But that is Edward Bivens' signature where allegedly she endorsed the check to him. Now, again, I know a lot of y'all nowadays, people don't be writing checks and doing stuff like they used to. I know y'all don't be writing checks, but that is how you endorse a check. The check is written out to you. You write your name down, and then the person that you signing the check over to, they sign it, and then they do whatever they do in the bank. That's how it works. The fact that she don't know, that really turns me on. She'll never guess in a minute. I ain't doing this with Mims. Why do I do this to myself? I know Mims is gonna be shady. Well, you know what? Somebody said Natasha's gonna spin it. Remember, Rocky, again, he called himself trying to get ahead of it when he was on Tasha K, and he was like, she know we ain't steal her money. See, what happened was they were sending us Tamika's money. Well, then does that mean that Natasha's money was going to Tamika? See, he said they got us mixed up. They were sending our money to Tamika and Tamika. So then again, either way, you're acknowledging that you saw checks with Tamika's name on it. Now, he didn't acknowledge he cashed it, but he acknowledged that they received checks with Tamika's name on it. For you to say, oh, they was making a mistake and they were sending us the check. Mims do play too much Busy. You know he do. Now, Busy Blue said it ain't enough likes. He said it's 322 of y'all in here. I just had 300 likes, and I appreciate y'all all for being here. I redacted this information, but I just want to show y'all. Oh, it's too small. Y'all can't really see it. But anyway, that's the contract. Let me show y'all this one, because I really didn't want to show the information, even though, like I said, I know it's all over the internet now. But this is the contract. Now, that had the original, that had Natasha's address at the time. And then that was their phone number at the time that somebody called today. I ain't gonna say no name. Busy. I ain't gonna say no names. Called that day. Who called that number? But it was still ringing. The number wasn't disconnected. Or did you call the number from the text message? But it has the address and it has Tamika's name at the top. You probably can't see it from here, but it has Tamika's name and it has the address. Now, the address on there, according to Tamika, is her sister's address. According to Tamika, it is her sister's address and her sister's email address. Not her email address, but her sister's email address. So that's on the front of the contract. Then underneath that, it has who her manager is. The manager's name is listed as Latasha Scott. And again, it has that same address and that same phone number. So Tamika, these are Tamika's receipts. She said, listen, You see where that's not, you got my name on there, but it has my sister's address. And you can see it's the same address that her sister used on the next sheet, which said who her management is. And she's saying that she's her sister's manager. She said she's her sister's manager. And so I guess that's where the money was allegedly going, child. And then there's another page of the contract, which again has Tamika's signature, which is not her signature. It's the same signature that's on the back of that check. But Tamika is saying that it is not her signature. But it's the same signature that's on the back of that check. So these are the receipts, y'all. These are the receipts. All right, let's play a little more of the video.
I was being very nice to say that only $30,000 was stolen from me. I was very nice to say only $30,000 was taken from me, stolen from me, rather. So, you want your apology? How about I give them proof what you did? Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm not trying to bury you. You just need to stop being out here saying these false things, you and your husband, these threats and everything else. It's not going to work. Oh, yeah, one of the threats were that my tape, I have a sex tape that I did. Yes, when I was in my 20s, I did a sex tape. So, I want to take it back to my house. I gave the tape to my sister and told her to hold it. So, I can watch it every now and then. I just got to be honest.
Now, Tamika, this would mean you need to have a conversation. Now, I'm not judging you for having a sex tape. Far be it for me to judge you for having a sex tape. Not because I have one, Mims, before you get shady and say, hold on, Mims, you think Rocky had a lot of fun nights with that tape. And that's a creepy thought, but Tamika, girl, the same way your sister got a safe, girl, you can get you a safe. You can get you a safe deposit box. You can go rent a box down to the storage unit. Like, if you really, listen, if you really, I can't, there's no, why would I give it to my sister? Now, I don't have no reason to question your version of the story. I do not have one retro shout. I don't have no reason to question your story. But I got questions, okay? Your tape is on that drug lord's burner phone. The tape and the pics from the phone he hacked. No. This is something different. She's saying that she gave the video to her sister. She said, I gave the video to my sister because I didn't want it in the house. And I wanted to be able to watch it from time to time. Listen, I'm not judging her for having a sex tape. I just don't understand why she gave it to her sister. But let's keep listening.
With you, I was looking good on the tape. But anyway, I gave it to my sister. So I went back to get it. She said someone stole it out of her safe. I said, okay, well, who got the safe code? Who got the code to your safe? She said only her and her husband. But somebody stole my tape. Now I'm about to be blackmailed by them. If I don't apologize, they're going to put the tape out. This is what the text says. So, you're not scaring me. You got my tape, but you said you didn't have my tape. Now all of a sudden you want to extort me and put the tape out?
Now, I have to pull a Mims right now. Mims be digging deep and getting into the investigative reporting of it all. I'm going to have to pull a Mims right now, y'all. Let's go down this road for a second. Let's assume Tamika's telling the truth. Latasha's telling the truth that somebody stole that tape out of the safe that wasn't her or her husband. Now, according to her, the only people that had the combination is her and her husband. But let's go down the road that some anonymous person came in to your house, got in your safe, and stole your sex tape. Let's just assume for a minute that's what happened. Let's walk down that road, y'all. Let's go on and walk down that road. You need to tell me that the person who brought, hey, Francois, how you doing, my love? That the person who broke into your sister's house just happens to be the same person that somehow has your phone number and is sending you threatening texts from 20 years ago? Y'all, come on, y'all. Let's make this make sense. Let's make this make sense. Your sister's house got broken into 20 years ago. Let's just walk down this road. Of all the things they could steal, they went into her safe to steal a tape that they had no idea what's on the tape. They just randomly picking up tapes. Don't know what's in the tape. Number one, they held on to it for 20 years. It never came out. Not that too many people were interested in sex tape from Tamika Scott, but at one point in time, sex tapes were the thing, right? So number one, we've never seen this tape. It's never been released. Never even had a whim about a tape existing. Now, not only did the tape exist, but the same anonymous person that's sending you these threatening texts, that's using the same verbiage that your brother-in-law used last week talking to Tasha K, using the same verbiage that your sister used on her video that she posted to her YouTube channel last week, just so happens to have this tape. Y'all listen, we got to use some deductive reasoning around here, people. Was the tape a VHS or a DVD? Shoot, if it was 20 years ago, it was probably a VHS. Now, I hate to be the one to tell y'all, in case y'all haven't y'all haven't been following this. Everybody in the history of sex tapes, for the exception of Pamela and Tommy Lee, and if I'm wrong, y'all correct me in the chat. Everybody who has claimed to have a sex tape stolen from them and it just somehow popped up, we found out that it was all a lie. Kim Kardashian and Ray J, lie. Ray J that posted those receipts last year. Paris Hilton just revealed to us that was a lie. That she did the sex tape for the purposes of putting it out there. Child Mimi then admitted that she was hanging from that shower rod. Listen, everybody that claimed that it was a mistake, we come to find out it wasn't no mistake. It wasn't no accident. It wasn't no oopsie. It was purposely put out there. So you mean to tell me that all of a sudden these people, who broke it? All right, I'm done. Who broke into their house? All the houses on the block, they broke your house. Melody Mama got. I ain't doing this with you, Young Rich. All right, y'all. Y'all got to get these likes up. 350 in the chat, but only 100. Oh, man. Come on, y'all. Please, it's a free way to support the channel. It's 357 of y'all. Y'all can hit that like button. I would appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to the people who have already super chatted or cashed out. I appreciate the donations. They're not required, but they are appreciated. Thank you so much, y'all. Let's get into it.
And you're doing a gospel album. Let's talk about that. So at the beginning of last year, my grandmother and my mom always said that they want me to do a gospel album. So the management at the time went and I sat down with her and she said that Motown Records offered me and my sister a gospel deal, right? So my sister came up to my house March of last year. Came up, spent the night, got snowed in, singing, we were cooking, having a good time. But it was a scratch in the record when I told her that we need to split everything down the middle. We need to write everything. We need to create everything together. And all of a sudden she was outraged. She was like, well, this is what I do. I do music. You can do screenplays, plays and movies, but I'm the singer in the family. So me and my husband was looking like, what just happened? We're sitting here talking about a gospel deal for us. And she just went bananas. I'm the singer. I'm this. I write. I do this. So in between it again. Now she posted receipts on her thing saying that Rocky got us a deal. If you look real close to the paperwork, like I did, I screenshot it and read it. It says, "Dear," whatever the guy name was. She was asking questions. She said, what's his name? The manager, Rocky, and I. So the NI.
So it says, "Dear Matt," she scratched out the man's name. It says, "I hope you had a great Super Bowl weekend. I just wanted to follow up with you, EJ, and Monica, and see if you had a chance to speak further with your team regarding the Tasha and Tamika. Gene, Rocky, and I shared with the ladies how great the call went last week, and we are all super excited for the next steps. I look forward to hearing from you. So what she's saying is you can tell that there was somebody else that was spearheading this deal that wasn't Rocky because they're the I, because this person used proper grammar and they know how to use their pronouns appropriately. So it wasn't Rocky. This is also wasn't Rocky because this is proper grammar, periods and stuff. Okay. All right.
It was not Rocky. It was the lady who said that it was who she got us the deal. Our old management. So how did Rocky get us the deal? I'm just so sick and tired of her praising him like he's God. It's like she want him to be this big. Okay, Tamika, stay focused. Stay focused. But he did not get us the deal. I'm sure he was the one that talked her out of it, or both of them, because it's how you steal my money and my gospel deal. Oh, and it gets better. Check this out. So I have people calling me, sending me. I'm in church. This is the crazy thing about it. I'm in church and I got a text, and somebody said,
remember last week, that's one of the things that Natasha said last week was that her sister's mad at her because the gospel deal was supposed to be for both of them, but the record company decided they only wanted to go with her. They didn't want to go with Tamika. And that's why she's bringing up this whole money thing. That's why she made up the lie about her stealing her money, because she was upset that she was cut out of the gospel deal. So that's why that was yeah, child. Mm-hmm. All right, we almost done, y'all. This video wasn't that long. We almost done.
What's going on with this? So evidently, if you go on your cable network, a show, the show will tell you who the actors are or who the people are that's on the show. Someone has went and replaced my pictures.
Now, I don't know who has control over this, but somebody that went in and it says executive producer actor Tamika Scott, but it got Latasha face. Now, I don't know who did that. And I don't know if we can blame that on Rocky. Like, I don't know if Rocky had anything to do with this. But how your sister, how they gonna put your sister name up, your sister face up under your name and under your credits? That is dirty, y'all. That's dirty. Now, that's dirty. I don't know how they did that, but child.
With my sister. So not only did you steal money, and our gospel album that we told grandmama that we were going to do. But now, if you all go look, my image is gone and is replaced with her pictures. Yeah, it's just a lot of cricket stuff that has happened. And it's something about Todd, he said in the text. But it's crazy because things that were in that threat text, when my sister did her interview on her bus, everybody out of my candy talking about I lied. Certain things that were in that threatened text was in what she said. Wow. They mentioned a tattoo that only she knew about. They mentioned the sex tape that mysteriously disappeared. That was never sent to him when he cracked my door phone by saying he was my ex-husband. They are evil.
So they mentioned a tattoo that nobody know about but your sister. Well, I feel like other people who've seen you naked know about it. But your point is valid. And then, of course, we know that he's got the pictures from when he hacked her phone back in forever ago, child, back when Sprint was still a thing. Shout out to the 411 people in the room. I know I got 400 likes. Child, this story is child.
People, but I'm not going to allow you to keep sitting out here and false about me. I've had your back. I was stupid. I did things, and you throw it in my face, and you want to do a video say, "Oh, you know how she is." I owned up to that. When I was wrong, I apologize. This time, I'm not wrong. The evidence is here.
All right, y'all. That's pretty much it. I mean, after that, she talks about the fact that the girl doing a gospel album, which I think all of us have been kind of talking about the irony of the fact that she's doing a gospel album. Now, let me say this. At this point, I've been saying it was time for her to drop the receipts, because at this point, it just is what it is. It's going to be my word against yours, so forth and so on. So at this point, it's just time for you to drop the receipts. She has dropped the receipts. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about the receipts. I don't know, because sometimes, the reality is you're going to believe who you want to believe, right? I'm not sure where y'all stand on it as far as, the people, y'all seen the receipts, y'all seen all the receipts all over the place. I believed her from the beginning because I just felt like that was a serious lie to tell if you had no proof to support it. She showed us the endorsed check. Now, I don't have any way of knowing that that's not her signature, but she said it ain't her signature. We saw the paperwork with her name, but her sister's address. She said at the time she was living in New York. She wasn't even living down there at the time. Living in Atlanta at the time. We heard Rocky, child. I believe anything that come out of Rocky mouth. I don't know what to tell you. So I don't know. I do think it's sad that this is where we are. I think there's absolutely no chance of any reconciliation. And listen, let me say this. To me, listen. As they say in church, really be take your time. Take my time. Thank you, Jay Watts. Take my time. Thank you for the cash app. For the super chat. I feel like there's a lot more that people aren't saying, and that's the scary part. Because Candy done said there's more. Hell, even Tasha K said there was more. She said, Tamika said there was more. But let me tell y'all something. Tasha ain't going nowhere. Tasha's not going nowhere. I'm going to say that one more time. Tasha is not going anywhere. Virgin Love said, I don't think it's Rocky writing those text messages or changing the credits. I think it's Tasha. She's not as slow as you think. I don't think Tasha's slow at all. And that's why I say Tasha ain't going nowhere, because let me tell you something. I think both of them have played their part. When we go back, let's go all the way back to all of this stuff with Xscape. Let's go all the way back to this stuff with Xscape. Tasha don't even want to admit what happened with Xscape way back when. Everybody in the group is telling her, no, Tasha, this is what happened. And she still want to act like, no, that's not what happened. I didn't do that. It was all Candy. Candy. The one thing I'll say about Candy now, it took Candy a long time to defend herself. But once Candy started defending herself, her story ain't changed. Candy's story has not changed. Whether you like Candy or not, you can listen to Unsung. You can listen to their last reality show. You can listen. Candy's story has not changed about any of this. I believe that Rocky and Tasha got stuff on each other. It's too beneficial for them to stay together. That's what I'm saying. She's not going nowhere. Hey, DMV, I ain't see you, boo. She's not going nowhere. And it's a lot of reasons why she's not going anywhere. But I do think that part of the reason why she's not going anywhere is absolutely what y'all just said, that they got dirt on each other. They've been together for 20-something years. You ain't going to sit here and tell me that Rocky the only one out here slinging dirt and Tasha is just oblivious over on the sideline. Because listen, if y'all haven't seen how this reality show been played out, that alone should let y'all know that Tasha ain't no innocent on the sideline and don't know what's going on. She absolutely was a part of using that show to try to set up her solo deal and not telling her group mates about what was going on. That's all on her. Because even if Rocky said, well, don't tell it, she went along with it. You had to know that because things didn't work out too well the first time around, why would you do it again? Dirt and contracts, child. The fact that Rocky has Tamika sex tape and news doesn't sit well with me. It don't sit well with me either. Like I said, that Tamika, I do have some questions about that. I ain't gonna lie, I got some questions. But I do ultimately feel like at the end of the day, I believe Tamika. Now, again, I got some questions. I do have some questions. But ultimately, I do believe Tamika. Tasha is a chaos demon, bad energy. It's definitely bad juju there. It is definitely some bad juju, child. I believe Tamika. I've always believed Tamika. I know that's right, Tracy. Tasha probably got dirt on his dealings with R. Kelly. He probably was the one. Ooh, listen. Now listen. I ain't one to put 2 and 3 together and come up with 7. But I will say this. Rocky did work for R. Kelly for a very, very, very long time. Allegedly, wasn't R. Kelly there when him and Aaliyah got married? Allegedly, I think I read that somewhere. That he was allegedly one of the people that was there when R. Kelly and Aaliyah got married. Now, that's allegedly. I thought I read that somewhere, but I could be wrong. But baby, let me tell y'all something. This is my 2 cents. You can't lie down with fleas for too long. I mean, lie down with dogs too long without coming up with some fleas. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that situation. You can't lie down with dogs too long without coming up with a few fleas. Now, that's all I'm going to say about that. That's why R. Kelly went under the radar. Ooh. He said that in the Tasha K phone combo. He did. I know he said about him working for R. Kelly, but I didn't know about the Aaliyah piece of it. But I read that somewhere else. I did read that somewhere else. If she drops that tape, Tasha better write a book and spill it all to get her money back. I'm petty. Let me tell y'all something. They would be a fool for any of that stuff to drop now. She need a Patreon. That's why I was saying she should have put this. Now, listen, you talking about paying for Tasha K's ad, paying for Robin Dixon's ad, and all that. Baby, if she had put this thing on Patreon, I'd have been first enough. She got all my money. I ain't lying. She got my money. I'm with you, Gavin. I'm with you because I feel like Tamika has more proof, whether it's text messages or other things that will show a connection between this tape, these pictures, and her sister and brother-in-law. So yeah, they probably don't. They wouldn't want to do that. It would not be in their best interest to drop the tape. They should drop the tape, then Tamika can sue for child. I understand he worked with R. Kelly, however, Kelly had nothing to do with Rocky Bull. Oh, Rocky responsible for. No. I'm not absolving him at all. I'm just saying that he worked for R. Kelly at a time when we know, well, what R. Kelly was convicted of, people can believe it or not believe it. But yeah, you said Rocky will respond. I'm just waiting. I really feel like this need to be remember back. Okay, I'm gonna say, see this gonna let y'all know I'm old, and we about to wind it down in a few minutes. But this let y'all know that I'm old. This reminds me of the days of battle rap. Y'all remember battle rap back in the day, where like LL Cool J would drop a diss record against Kool Moe Dee, or LL Cool J was in a very famous rap battle with I forget the man's name now, but he was with Fugees. He was with Wyclef. Ice Cube and NWA, Jay-Z and Nas, right? You had these very famous rap battles. And at a certain point, if the person just got too much, they just got in too good, there's just no response. I will never forget No Vaseline was Ice Cube's response to NWA. And there's no response to that. Like, after he dropped No Vaseline, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you missed a great cannabis. Thank you, Gemini Diva. That's who it was. Listen, if y'all don't know about these good rap battles, I don't know what to tell y'all. But after Ice Cube dropped No Vaseline, NWA ain't mess with him no more. They didn't say, they might have threw a couple of subliminals, but they never, ever tried to come out with another diss record because he annihilated them. I say all that to say, I feel like they should shut up. I feel like Tasha and Rocky should shut up. Any interview that she does moving forward, she should tell them, I am not answering any questions about my sister. I'm not answering either by Nas. Absolutely. I'm not answering any questions about my sister. I'm not answering any questions about Xscape. I'm here to promote my album, my single, and that is it. I'm only answering, and they can do that. They can do that now. It might limit the amount of people that want to talk to her. It might limit the amount of people that want to talk to her, but she can absolutely, from here moving forward, go on friendly. She can do friendly media. She can do friendly media, and that's what she really needs to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. And Rocky needs to shut up. But I don't think his personality will allow him to. I do not. Now, how he's going to respond, who he going to speak to, where he going to drop it, I don't know. But I do not think that his ego and personality will allow him to shut up. But he really needs to. Yeah, Ether was it. Ether and No Vaseline are probably my top two, but Ether is in the top three. Ether is definitely in the top three. Oh yeah, we can go all the way back to Rock. Oh child, we about to do this. Y'all about to take me down memory lane down there because we can go back to child. You want to go back to Roxanne Shante, honey. Battle rap contained real bars. Yes. Yep. No Vaseline was a mic drop. Absolutely it was. So, me too, Quake. Me too. I knew all the lyrics. But yeah, you guys. So, my 2 cents is I believe Tamika when she said it. I believe Tamika now. The receipts, I think, support her version of the story. Whether you believe her version of the story, that's up to you. But her receipts support her version of the story. And at this point, I think we're going to watch these last 2 episodes. Candy going to do her speak on it. And Tamika may or may not speak on the last 2 episodes because from what Candy is saying, there's going to be some information revealed about Rocky and his shady business. So I feel like we're going to be talking about Rocky again. And Rocky is definitely going to respond. Again, don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to respond. He's going to respond. I'm waiting for Motown Gospel to enter the chat and say we've decided not to move forward with Latasha Scott. I'm going to say this. They may go ahead and let this album drop, but I don't think she's going to get no promotion. Like, whatever promotion that she thought she was about to get, that's a wrap. Because her album was supposed to drop, what, next Friday? Good Friday, right? Next Friday? That's a wrap. If you know about it, it's going to be one of them if you know kind of moments. Because they ain't about to put no promotion out there. I don't think they're going to spend no money on promotion. Child. Tonight's homework. Right, Andre said tonight's homework is to listen to No Vaseline, Ether, and Ether. Absolutely, and there will be a quiz. Child. Yes, there will be a quiz. Shoot, I might go watch it now when I get off of here. Child, we about to get off of here now. I'm about to go watch. I might go listen to it myself. DMV, you better not. You can't skip class. You know what? You already one of my worst pupils, DMV. I ain't forgot that you wasn't even subscribed to me. You was coming in my chat every day and wasn't even subscribed to my channel. I ain't forgot about that. DMV. I ain't forgot. You'll be surprised what you find out when you put your videos on subscriber only. You'll be surprised what you find out. He's been coming in my chat every day for years and wasn't even subscribed. But speaking of subscribe, you guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, you catch us in the replay. If you could please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. It is a free way to support the channel. Thank you to everybody who sent me a super chat and participated. That way, let me see if there's any cash apps before we get off here. Y'all know I like to thank people because y'all know my memory is bad, child. My memory is bad. So I want to make sure I thank anybody that might have sent a cash app before we get off of here. No cash apps. Okay. Oh yeah, no. Extra credit. Oh, I have to look. I don't know what that is. That subscriber only, it messed you up. We still don't even have 300. We were up to 400 people in the chat and we don't even have 300 likes. That hurts my feelings. If y'all could please hit that like button on y'all way out the door, I appreciate it much. Welcome to any new subscribers, and y'all will catch y'all on the other side. I'm getting ready to watch last night's episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey. I heard they down there fighting over pizza ovens and stuff. Let me go see what they talking about, child, and I'll get to y'all about that later. Talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.